Hi, Newcomer teachers. Thank you so much for joining us today. So today we are going to talk about the words before and after, and we're going to go over some alphabet, but we're going to do it in a very sneaky way. We're going to do it through the calendar. And those of you who have had experience with kinder, pre-K, TK, first grade, you know how important the calendar is. And I think with newcomers, it's very important because you're not only getting calendar vocabulary, but you're able to reinforce a lot of maybe colors or patterns or different things. So here we're going to reinforce before and after, and stay tuned for another video where we're going to do some more calendar work. So here, before we start, we're going to go ahead and write down the days of the week. Now, I understand that some of you don't really like to sing. If you don't, you could go ahead and chant. And what I found is that newcomers, even middle schoolers, will sing if I sing, as long as the environment is conducive to that. It'd be very hard if you have pull out a newcomer student or two in the middle of a gen ed classroom to get them to sing, especially if they're like 7th, 8th grade. They're going to feel embarrassed. But if you have the opportunity to work one-on-one or in a small group or just with other EL1s or newcomer students, I'm pretty sure that they'll sing with you. That's been my experience. So I'm just going to do a quick little song to the days of the week, okay? So I say, okay, days of the week, days of the week. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. And then I'll tell the kids, sing it with me. And at first they're going to be real quiet, but then once you do it a couple of times, they'll get right on it. So, okay, you do it with the kids, you sing the song. And then if you want, you could add, there are 7 days, there are 7 days, there are 7 days in a week. There are 7 days, there are 7 days, there are 7 days in a week. And you just want them to repeat the order of these days, how to pronounce them correctly. So what do you do afterwards? You can go ahead and come up with some questions. So number 1, which day comes after Wednesday? So here's Wednesday, after. And at the beginning, you could point to let them know. As you do this a couple of times, you're going to take away the scaffold of pointing. So which day comes after Wednesday? And then the kid would say Thursday. Which day, and then you'd have them, of course, say it in a complete sentence. Thursday comes after Wednesday. Can you say that with me? Thursday comes after Wednesday. By yourself? Right. And then it would be really good too if you have 2 kids, one asks the question and the other says the answer. And then the same idea here. Which day comes before Saturday? Which day comes before Saturday? And then Friday comes before Saturday. And of course you could extend this. And then, if you have smaller kids, they might have a hard time if you ask what comes after Saturday, because they have to understand that the list, it goes back, right? Same thing with the months of the year. You could do the same type of before and after for the months of the year, and it also gives the kids some practice. And it's also important for them to be able to write these lists a few times. So if you have some independent work time, and let's say you're here on the days of the week, you could have them maybe write it 2 or 3 times, because in English, as you know, we have to capitalize the first letter for the days of the week and the months of the year. For example, in Spanish, you don't do that. So kids have to be able to see that and practice that in writing. So here you could do the same song. Dun, 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 na, 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 right? January, February, March, April, May, and June, July, August, September, October, November, December, the months of the year, right? And sing it a few times. Do you really hate singing it? That's fine. Just chant it. January, February, March, whatever you feel comfortable doing, because if you're not comfortable, the kids will not get into it. Okay, so you'll have them repeat that. Now here I put the alphabet. I told you we were going to sneak some letters into this. So for example, you can try and put this in ABC order. So you'd say, okay, do any of these months start with the letter A? And then you find, oh, here's an A, April and August. And you could give a little mini lesson, right? Because that's becoming a lost art, alphabetizing, right? So here we go. And so then we're going to look at the second letter. We have P, and we have U. What comes first, P or U? Well, P comes first, right? And you're going to do it with the class. And then you could go ahead and write that. But it's really important that the kids have this to look at, even when you're doing other calendar activities. It's great that they always have some type of anchor chart to be able to refer to. All right, thank you.